Hello, Julia. How are you? How much time has passed since the operation? Everything is okay. It was 4 months ago. The first operation, yes, yes. 4 months ago, we've made the big complex operation, and at the second stage, we fixed your nose and ears. Let's analyze everything again. Our mission was to make your face more feminine. All these methods are the plastic surgery only in the broader sense. Actually, they belong to the domain of cranial facial surgery. These bulges on the forehead were to be removed. A female forehead should be absolutely smooth. Then the temporal line, the unwanted contours on the forehead were also removed by us. Then we reduced the distance between cheekbones and the sharp angle of the lower jaw, which should also be smooth. Then we grinded that bone. When the cheekbone is removed, the tissue can sag, and the same can come with aging. To avoid this, we lifted the cheeks. Speaking plainly, your skull was matched to the anthropometrical standards, and the face has become better at once. Look at the enthesium now, it's absolutely smooth. The upper orbital edge, the cheekbones, the jaw angles, everything was removed. After the operation, I've become much happier. I have no complexes about my look. I've become more confident. Many people say that I resemble to an actress, but I don't think so. It seems to me that my individuality is self-standing. I have a great esteem to the professionalism of Elchin Valievich Mamedov, the plastic surgeon who has made this operation. But frankly speaking, I do not think that it was a success. It seems to me that as a result, Julia's face looks unnatural, mostly because this was a great scale and not altogether adequate invasion to the soft facial tissues. At the photos after the operation, the girl has a cool hairdo and makeup, but, well, that was pretty in the very beginning. So many operations were unnecessary. Absolutely. When actually a proper makeup could do the same, or even better. I speak seriously, because she already was a tall girl with a model look. I don't think at all that her face was too masculine or not woman-like. Not at all. It was a beautiful female face, so. And what do we see now? The tails of her eyes, external corners, look unnaturally stretched. The same with the angles of her mouth. They are unnaturally stretched because at first the lips were pumped with collagen. And at second, the soft tissues of cheeks were removed. Pay attention to this sharp angle. So collagen did no good in this case. Then As for the superciliary arches, it wasn't necessary to grind them off, not at all. It wasn't necessary to do the same with the jaw. Ilchin Vilievich Mamedov says that such a sharp and rough angle of the jaw is unwanted for a female face, that this is a masculine feature. It's amazing. Look at these photos. Say, how? By what? Her jaw is different from the jaw of such generally acknowledged beauties as Jennifer Lopez or Angelina Jolie. What? Do they have a masculine angle as well? Of course not. The real imperfection in that girl was her small mouth, and it was necessary for her to train her mouth, to take the exercises, and to work out the orbicular mouth muscle. Also, I think that she should have trained her eyes as well, and then her face would have become balanced in a natural way. And actually, that would have been a real and natural beautification. So let's go back to the lower jaw. I tell it plain. The shape and size of the lower jaw have no connection to the gender features. Please look at these photos. These men have big jaws and look manly, and these women have big jaws as well, and they look beautiful and extremely womanly. And I have to say that there is a multitude of men with relatively, it means in proportion to the features, small jaws, who nevertheless look like sex symbols for most women. So, and vice versa, there are lots of womanly women with big jaws. If we speak about gender distinct features, they are manifested only in the zone of brows, or in terms of skull anatomy, superciliary arches. With men they are somewhat more protrudent, and the images of masculine and feminine skulls printed in books are usually absolutely fake. Look at this one. There are nothing more than two totally different skulls. The idea that women have narrow jaws is not even confirmed by statistics. We cannot actually say that most women have relatively smaller jaws and most men relatively bigger. When I say relatively, this means in proportion to other measurements of their skulls. And another blatantly wrong idea in the picture is that the eye sockets have different shape. This has no relation to gender differences at all.